Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valencia on the 3DS. This will be our final video for the 3DS, so don't worry. Soon you'll have the full screen back. But yeah, so I've played a decent bit of this game, not a massive amount, of course. Like I said, I think I am kind of getting to that point of getting a little burned out on Fire Emblem after just so many turns and so many characters and, you know, so many attacks back and forth. Many turns. So this is, the third act where you... Because you go, for the second act, you go over to Celica when she's on the boat and stuff like that, and she's fighting the pirates and things. And then you reunite, and then you split back up into two separate routes here. And I think that's a really good system. Because it kind of feels like a little bit of two games in one. You know, a bunch of Fire Emblems will just throw, like, dozens of characters at you with the idea that maybe you'll just like pick and choose, or some will die off and you'll have backups or blah blah blah. But here, really, you use every character in the game. Like, there are very few Fire Emblems where that's the case, where you use every character they give you. For Alm, I'm using his entire army every battle. For Celica, I'm using her entire army every battle. And I think that's a really cool thing. I really like that. But I think what that does mean is that replayability is going to be pretty slim. Because when you replay through, like, I don't know, Shadow Dragon, or like the Game Boy Advance games, or you know, most Fire Emblems, Fates, you know, stuff like that. You could replay it and be like, okay, I'm only going to use these characters. I'm going to use this one, because I've never used them before. I didn't use them in any other playthrough. When I replay through Awakening, I'm not going to use Donald this time, and, you know, stuff like that. Whereas here, it's like, yep, I'm just using everybody. And the villager mechanic, where they start off basic and then get their upgraded class, which you'd think is a really cool system, a la Final Fantasy Tactics, where you kind of build people up and you build your army up from scratch into this, you know, out of these generics and things. You build them up into a custom army each time. You don't get any other villagers after the initial few. That's it. I mean, maybe some comes along at some point, but yeah. And I think, overall, this is a brilliant game, hampered by the fact that it's a remake of an old game. I think they honestly stuck a little too close to it being a remake of Gaiden, when they should have just, like, riffed off of Gaiden and taken positive aspects of Gaiden and really transformed it into a modern, solid experience. I think it's hampered in a couple ways. One is some of that still old school, just like kind of half completed thoughts of like classes and, you know, character progression and things like that. Because there's no promotion choices. You don't get to pick between like Paladin or Great Knight or anything like that. So that, you know, stuff like that. And then the bigger aspect I think most people mention and realize is the map design and the battle designs. A lot of times it's just an empty field, and that does not make for an interesting experience, especially, you know, once you're on your like 20th empty field with some trees scattered around. And also it's just like, I think Fire Emblem is at its best when the battle is really like handcrafted to be exciting. And there's so much time you're spending here on just like random bullshit battles that aren't very interesting. And they do have the auto battle stuff, but you can't really use that. Especially on hard, because I have absolutely lost units. I've had units die on just random bullshit battles. In fact, if an enemy, because the enemies, the random ones, will just move around. If they move into you, they ambush you. They get to go first. And I've had units die instantly because of that, and I had to reload a save. That's quite lame. But you get thrown into battle, and it's just like, yeah, here's 12 enemy mages. And it's like that on an empty field, and it's like, what am I even doing? You know, why is this interesting gameplay? So to be honest, I think the better Fire Emblems don't feature grinding or random battles or anything like that, where every battle is a crafted experience and you have to work with the resources provided to you throughout the game and things like that. Trying to turn it into Final Fantasy doesn't really work. Because in Final Fantasy, like, yes, I can just fast forward and just keep mashing the A button to just auto attack and everything will die, and I'm grinding up and then I become powerful. And I like that in, you know, a game like Final Fantasy. But here, I'm looking for more of, like, the puzzle aspects, you know, and the sort of, I guess the challenge of it. I mean, I don't mind if it's a little easier, but I don't want to just fill up the playtime with random battles that I still kind of have to, like, work for and take time, because I can't just mash my way through to become powerful. So, I don't know. But anyways, let's just do a chapter or two. We're gonna go through Celica's side. I've mostly been sticking to Ulm, but I got to this one battle here at the sluice gate that's against like 20 mages, or I don't know. Okay, it says 10 here. Actually, I wonder if there was a random battle included on the same spot. That may have been what was fucking me. Let me just check this real quick. Oh my god. Oh yes. Holy shit. I didn't even realize. Oh my god, that's so stupid. So when I got here, I didn't realize that there was a random mob group also on this spot. And so I went in here and there was like 20 mages. Like, they were all stacked up here. And I was like, fuck me, this is really difficult. Look at, oh my god, it's so much easier now. I guess I should have realized that, but wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. This should be doable then. Oh my god.
Just say the word.
That's so crazy.
I've got this. Allow me. Allow me. Come at me, fools!
Nothing will stop me.
This game seems to be somewhat divisive from what I've seen of the community. I think a lot of people like the story, the artwork, characterization, things like that. But it seems like pretty much everyone agrees that the map design is shit. And so it's just a matter of, like, if you can overlook that and just kind of enjoy the game otherwise. And I do think it is a good game otherwise. But like I said, it's just kind of hampered. They really wanted to stick to using the exact same maps, no difference, and just whatever, however it goes. Fuck, this guy's pretty tricky. Nice.
I knew you had potential.
Wow. Double crit.
The mother walks with me.
Having physic permanently, like never losing it, is very nice. Gotta say. What did we do to this guy that he can't even attack anymore? I'm not sure. Really fucked him up though. Banish? Oh, okay. Theoretically. Overall, I do really like the inclusion of the rewind wheel. You know, you don't have to use it if you're really like old school. I just want my challenge. I want my Iron Man, blah, blah, blah. But I think overall, it's a definite plus for like general enjoyability. I like the combat arts. I think that's a really fun system that I guess they brought back for Three Houses because it was a good system. So, is it the best of the 3DS games? Fuck. Yes. Shit, fuck. Well, I just knocked off points for that. Fuck. Okay, we can't send him off then. He's too vulnerable.
Just say the word. I've got this.
We could warp. We could warp Alm. Nice. Perfect.
Allow me.
Is it the best of the 3DS games? I don't know. I really liked Awakening. I think Awakening is just a really solid Fire Emblem game.
Come at me, fools.
Wow, he's hit so hard. No one has any resistance whatsoever. Ridiculous. And then this bitch is just gonna teleport wherever she feels like to just assassinate your, weakest character. So that's great.
Allow me.
Okay, she didn't teleport. Thank God. So I really like Awakening. It seems a lot of people really love Fates. So I think at some point when I'm not as burned out of Fire Emblem, I need to come back and just give Fates an honest good try. Probably Conquest again. That seems to get kind of the most praise among the more hardcore community. But as for right now, I guess I'd probably put Awakening on top, then this, and then Fates. Which, again, Fates was not bad. It just didn't click with me this time. But man, this was so much easier without that extra group of mages. Jesus.
Shall I then? Allow me.
I think this is probably the best looking game of the three. And potentially the best looking game, the best looking Fire Emblem game. Now, apparently we don't want to kill this one, because we can recruit her afterwards. And it's like, okay, just let this mage just run rampant, keep killing me. I love that. Nobody has good resistance. It's terrible. It's just terrible. I could warp somebody in there in a second. Probably Alm, but Alm doesn't have amazing resistance.
You.
Oh God! Oh God! Jesus. Okay, great. Rewind all that shit. So we can't send people in there. That's just not gonna happen.
I've got this. Allow me.
Nothing will stop me. The mother walks with me.
Just say the word. Stand back.
I don't know, man. It's not great. I can plink away at this this mage, the boss. Oh boy. And obviously Claire's gonna get destroyed, so that's nice.
Allow me.
I will take care of this.
I just can't quite get him in there. And I have to keep dealing with this fucking woman. I don't want to.
Easy pickings.
Oh, great. Awesome. Wait, and then he's got a little bitch boy to heal him if he ever takes any damage? Are you serious? Okay, I mean, I have this art to prevent him from moving, which could help.
Sure, why not?
Just leave it to me. I will take care of this.
I've got this. Stand back.
Yeah, I don't know. Gonna die anyways. Okay, warp. There you go. You can warp right in there. And then practically die. You missed. You missed. Fuck.
Nothing will stop me.
You better heal.
If he had not missed, but now it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Allow me.
There's nothing I can do. I have no other recourse.
Allow me.
Can we fuck with the RNG like we used to do?
This.
I've got this.
Okay, we did fuck with the RNG. Perfect.
Say the word.
Nothing will stop me.
What?
Yeah, so rewind. It was good when I emulated it, and it's good now. Oh, and we got her. Yes. Huzzah! It's all coming together.
Come at me, fools! Allow me. Easy pickings.
We could probably send him up.
Stand back.
Ow. Like, even the fucking... Usually you rely on mages to, like, tank mages, but in this game it's just... Nah. Everything just takes a lot of damage. Enjoy it.
The mother walks with me.
No, I mean, I can't. I just can't. Just wait.
Shall we then?
Heal?
Okay, good. Got him. We did it. Huzzah! Yeah, I will say, I mean, they said it was the easiest Fire Emblem. Maybe I haven't been grinding enough, but I feel like on hard mode, you kind of earn it, you know?
Delphia, sure.
Uh-huh. The other aspects, you know, this stuff and the dungeon crawl, it's all just, like, fine. It doesn't really take up that much time for me to complain about. It's just not that big of a deal.
Blue skate?
It's certainly not as kind of noticeably egregious as the map design remaining from the original. Alright, that's that. Let's go over and do a battle with Celica. Mm-hmm. Isn't this just like a reused map? Pretty much. Jeez. It's not great. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot in the convoy. We don't even have... Yeah, I guess we don't. Okay.
Who are the what?
This whole thing is, but apparently, problem is,
That's
it's also what?
Great. Witches that can just teleport wherever the hell they feel like and blast your ass good.
All right.
It's great stuff.
Feeling good.
Wonder if it's better to circle around backwards, actually.
I'm at the top of my game.
I mean, we're gonna get ass blasted by witches no matter what. But this way we can buy some time.
I'm ready to roll.
Ready anytime.
Yeah, like that, actually.
I'll get by.
Yeah. That's the other thing I've really noticed. And I've played a lot of Fire Emblems in a row, so I feel like, you know, I would notice. The hit rates in this game just seem to be fucking garbage. I've never missed as many attacks in any Fire Emblem game, except maybe Gaiden, than this one. It's just insane. And it's just not fun. That is not fun. I prefer, like, every unit to have 100% hit rate. Me and enemies. Just get rid of hit rate as far as I'm concerned. It's not a fun mechanic. Yes, it is great when the enemy swings at you and it's like a potentially devastating hit and they miss. But it's so less fun when so many of your own attacks miss. Apparently, the Binding Blade, the first Game Boy Advance game, is really bad with this, to the point that there's like a popular fan overhaul that fixes that, among other things. But I don't know. This one just seems horrific.
Don't wait to get that healed. Prepare.
Okay.
Waiting.
Late. Oh. Okay, you can't even climb up that. That's fine. Could back off with Kamui. It's probably the smart thing to do. Because May really needs healing. So let's back off there. Heal May.
the top of my game.
It's probably gonna be horrible. Oh. There goes Kamui. And May. And Celica. And the bullshit thing is, if you lose your main dude, you don't get to use time wheel. It immediately just cuts to the end and you have to reload. Like, why is that the limit on the time wheel? Okay, I think going left, big mistake, obviously. But, you know, you live and learn.
Who are those women? I'm ready for anything.
You live and learn.
Leave it to me.
Ready anytime.
Overall, that's the other thing. I guess I just don't like how many spellcaster enemies there are. It seems like the game is like seriously dominated by enemy spellcasters to the point of resistance is the most important stat in the game, bar none. I have almost exclusively died to enemy spellcasters. The witch didn't teleport this time for whatever reason. But I mean, look, Valbar is often just completely shit because he has no resistance. Nice. That's a good clean hit. Nice thought, but leaves her pretty damn vulnerable. This will also probably leave her pretty damn vulnerable. And I don't think that's a good idea, but you know, we've got the wheel. We've got the wheel. That's right, we could summon illusory soldiers.
How could we lose?
And they like prioritize the illusion. It's really one of the best spells.
Okay.
And they do damage, even though they're illusions. It's great. What's not to like? I guess Seraphim. Oh, Jesus.
All right, keep that up.
Fucking miss.
Probably want to heal that sick. Still in this.
Okay, I got this.
Fuck, Kamui really sucks ass, man. He really sucks ass. God, Kamui, you suck! I hate you! Fine. Fucking just sit there, I guess. There, I'll go for the illusion instead. Kamui. Such dog shit.
I'll handle this.
I'm ready for anything.
Leave it to me.
I'm at the top of my game.
I'm good to go.
Archer is a concern. Probably could have invoked again. Yeah. Nice. That was fortunate. Oh god. I mean, my knight almost dies in one round. This is supposed to be where he shines.
Damn. Shape.
Shadow sword. Don't mind if I do.
Hey, leave some for me.
Well, I think we got this one in the bag. Huh.
Ready to move out.
Yeah, stupid asshole. That was just an illusion. Give Kamui the kill, he needs it. Alright, there you go.
That was a close call. Is everyone all right? I hate it when they...
Dragon Shrine. Oh, with that shadow sword. That's pretty sweet looking.
What a strange place. Clean. The sort of way that comes from being devoid of real life. Hostile to it. That sound in the... Who is...
The people.
Uh-huh. Kamui. Myrmidon. And there he is. He is Myrmidani.
That sound in the distance. Waves against the shore? I remember as a child hearing it said that somewhere in Zofia, a sea spans the gap. I'm ready for anything.
Like, this is a nice little... Just a nice little... Ooh. Life Taker. Really? That's a pretty good sword. Gotta say.
I'll handle this.
It's a good Fire Emblem game. I mean, it's not perfect. I wouldn't put it at #1 or anything like that. Because it's held back by just some old school design that they didn't change. But everything else is really well done. And I think
I wish they all went this smooth.
in the end, I think probably we would have benefited had they decided
The gap between the living world
to
and the
make
dead.
like another full-fledged 3DS game. Because I feel like we might have gotten this kind of art style, this kind of UI interface, and, you know, some design principles and stuff like that. but with a little bit more effort put into map design and perhaps classes and stuff. But on the other hand, we may have just gotten like more of fates, you know, more marriages and children and just all sorts of class change shenanigans and reclassing and skills. I don't know if they would have really reinvented the wheel off of that system for another full-fledged game, but I don't know. Hard to say. Whereas this, they were kind of constrained in some good ways due to... oh, okay. Due to it being a remake of Gaiden. Like, to the point they couldn't even introduce the weapon triangle because it would have just required too much work to change the entire game. What? And then I die, and I didn't save in there. So great. All right, I think we're gonna leave it off here. Yeah, so it's good. I mean, if I was to actually pick it up at some later point to play all the way through, I probably would just play on normal. Just because there's so many random battles, I feel like on normal, eventually you could just kind of like auto battle it. And it would be fine. It would all be fine. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's really not too bad of a Fire Emblem game. And I do agree that there's really practically no reason to play Gaiden now that this exists. There really isn't. There really isn't. Especially because this has all the same maps and stuff like that. It's just like kind of done. But that's okay. All right. So that means that we are done with the 3DS. We say goodbye to that sad little screen in the corner. And we move on to a pretty important one, I think. Kind of a special one. As special, I would say, as Path of Radiance was. Path of Radiance was the first console Fire Emblem. After a stint of handheld ones, it was kind of a new console. You know, it was a jump to 3D. And so it was kind of a special one. And it was the first console one in 6 years. Fire Emblem Three Houses is the first console one in 12 years. Just a massive gap as they jumped from DS to 3DS. And so Three Houses was a big budget, big development time, you know, big undertaking. And it was for the Nintendo Switch, which wasn't new at the time, and the Switch was 2 years old by the time that Three Houses came out. But the world was waiting for a big new Fire Emblem. And I remember when it came out, I mean, everyone was talking about this. It was really kind of a big deal. Whereas the new one that just came out, Engage, I didn't even know it came out. So Three Houses was a big deal. And supposedly it's really a solid game. I overlooked it due to all my perceived thoughts about how story-based it was and character dialogue-based, but we will see. We will see. So my name is Mangg. Game you just finished watching is Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valencia. I'll see you fine folks next time.